sports fans, ASMR Sports. Right back in your business. Earlier today, I swung by the antique mall that I had done a video on, I don't know, a couple videos ago, I think. Because they are having this weekend. You know what's strange? These banana ones, which normally I hate banana, but these banana ones seem to really, they sort of remind me of Juicy Fruit Gum by, you know, Wrigley. Alright, so earlier today I was by the antique mall, and they're having a sale this weekend where everything is, well, just about everything I'd be interested in anyways, is 20% off, which usually will yield some good deals, or at least for me a good deal is like, you know, finding a box of cards that I don't have and that I can get for like less than I could get on eBay when you include shipping, and a lot of times shipping on eBay is like, you know, 11 bucks, 15 bucks, 18 bucks for a box of cards, so it doesn't take much to beat the price. I have my keyboard out because I want to go over to eBay here and look up kind of some, you know, prices on some of this stuff, maybe all of it, to see how well I did. So let's get into it. I got a bunch of, there's this one dealer there who seems just to have a never-ending supply of like little, you know, boxed sets like this, and like those like Fleer sets from the late 80s that you used to see at Ben Franklin and like different drugstores and stuff. So I usually check out his booth, and then another booth by a guy that I know in town who has more like, you know, wax boxes and stuff, but those are generally the two I buy from, and that was the case today. So the guy with the box sets, I bought a bunch, and this is one of them. They were all generally like $1, $2, or $3. Some of them struck me as pretty dang solid deals, especially like, you know, if I were to buy this on eBay, I'd be paying like $8 to ship it. So, you know, to get it for $3 is a great thing. But this is 1990 Fleer update. I think there's like one decent card in here, which is the Frank Thomas rookie, and it's not a bad card. You know, I don't think there's much value in this, but I bet it's probably selling for more than $3 shipped, because, you know, it costs more than $3 to ship that thing. So let's go over to the eBay here and see. See what we see here. So I'll go down to sold, of course. Alright, so here's one that's sold without with the best offer accepted, but it's $5 shipping. So I paid $2 less than it was to ship this thing. So even if it's sold for $1, I'm coming out ahead. Here's one that was $9 all in. So here's one that was $8 plus $8.60 shipping. Here's one that was $11. So clearly I got my money's worth on this one, and mind you, this was 20% off, so that's like 60 cents off. So I actually only paid $2.40 for this thing, plus tax. So pretty cool, I would say. Definitely a win on that one. Here's another $3 set. By the way, I think $3 for, you know, these kind of like larger update sets or traded sets, from the major flagship brands like Fleer and Topps. I think, it has to be a good deal. As for rookie cards in here, jeez, it's been so long. I even thought about this set, but yeah, nothing's like the 88 set. Like the regular, the non-update set had a Mark Grace rookie card in it, and it was a 2-player card, so I think there's probably like a solo Mark Grace rookie card in here. I'm trying to think who else would have been in the 88 update set. Well, nothing's coming to mind, but maybe there's not a whole lot of value in here. I feel like there's a Hall of Famer, like, I don't know. Gosh, I can't remember who was in here, but in any event, it's a cool set. Probably zero, for minimal value, but probably more than $3. So let's go look that one up. Again, I paid $2.40 for that one plus tax, so we can just change the year here. And they actually had, if I recall, I think they had a couple of these, and like one of them was $5, and this one was $3. So I took advantage. Well, look at this. This one sold for $13 plus $8 shipping a couple days ago. That seems quite high. Although, I don't know, I was going to say compared to this one, but this one doesn't seem to be sealed. This one is sealed, but this one sold for like $11.50 shipped. Wow, these are high. Okay, well, here we go. Schmaltz, Biggio, and Alomar. The trio of Hall of Fame rookie cards in here are listed in that title. So actually, this one seems to be worth considerably more than that first one, the 90 Fleer. So, pretty sweet deal here. $2.60. This is probably worth anywhere from $10 to $20. I should go buy the other ones. They're actually having that sale tomorrow too, but it's supposed to be like blizzarding tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll get out anywhere. By the way, when I posted that, the Antique Mall video, somebody said all the, prices that were on stuff were way too high, and I explained that, well, often in these antique malls, you do see high prices, especially on things like cards. Just because, it's expensive to have the space or the stall or whatever in those places, and, oftentimes I think you have a lot of buyers in there who just don't really know anything about cards, so they might just buy it because they want to buy it for their kid or their grandkid or whatever. However, I do think that, this particular dealer, where I get all these box sets from, as well as the guy that I know who has, full boxes, they generally tend to be quite competitively priced. So, there's no doubt, but then there's other dealers there, some who have cards, not many. There's not really anybody else who has like unopened stuff like these two guys, but the guys that sell like single cards and stuff, they do tend to be quite overpriced. But luckily, I don't really care to buy any of their stuff. So the two dealers that I really get most of my stuff from, they seem to have quite reasonable prices, and so far, these are outstanding prices. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, here we have a 1988 Topps updates. I really love this set. It has the USA cards in it. I think there's a Tino Martinez rookie in there who's a great part of Yankee history from those kind of mid to late 90s championship teams, taking over for Don Mattingly, my favorite player of all time. So there's those USA cards, which at the time were like super hot, and I remember any of the guys in that set, because there was just a preoccupation with rookie cards back in this time period. Basically from like 85 onward, everybody wanted rookie cards of, anybody who had any kind of talent. So the the USA cards, the Team USA cards, you know, from the Olympic USA team, where it used to be only like pre-professionals could play, so you'd have all the top like college guys. Anyways, there was a lot of excitement about that subset within this box, and so I have very sentimental kind of thoughts about this 88 set. And these do not come with any kind of wrapping, so you're kind of, you know, hoping that somebody hasn't gone through here and, you know, I don't know, chewed on the cards or something. But for $3, it's certainly worth the risk. So let's see what these go for here. Again, I paid $2.40 for this, not $3, so already kind of ahead of the game there. Weird that they have like all these you know, 2023 throwbacks coming up instead of weird. I don't know. Yeah, because I guess these are from like Chrome update or from like you know, 2023 update. So that's why they're showing up here. Let's go box. See if that gets us anywhere. I think we're getting a little closer. Alright, there it is. So, yeah, look at that. Wow, this was quite a while ago, December of last year. It went for $10 plus 6 shipping. Here's one for $12 shipped. Kind of beat up a little bit. This one looks in pretty nice condition that I have. So once again, I think we've, you know, come out ahead. Here's one for $5 plus $8.70 shipping, and looking pretty beat up. So I don't know. I think we've got another friggin' winner here. I don't know. We'll call this like a $10 value. So pretty dang sweet. Pretty dang sweet. Here, this box is beat up a little bit, but and these all are taped shut, so I'd have to cut that tape to see what these kind of conditions these are in. But this is the year before '88. There was no Team USA cards in this one, but there are Greg Maddux rookies in here, as well as Fred McGriff cards that would be his like first Topps cards. A couple of other like decent names in there as well. But I kind of love this one. A friend of mine had this like back in '87. And I always used to love to look through it, and you know, kind of was jealous of that friend of mine who had this, because you know, there's a lot of rookies in here, and everybody wants rookies back in 1987. So let's see what this one's going for. Again, this one's kind of beat up, so I can't imagine that I would sell this for whatever, you know, the '87 sets that we see on here are going for. But let's check it out nonetheless. Here's one from last month. $10 plus $8.45 shipping. So, god dang if I'm not killing it here, guys. This one looks really, really sharp. $15 shipped. So $10 plus 5 shipping, $10 plus 5 shipping. So again, we've got. Actually, I want to see if anybody says. Yeah, this one just says Greg Maddux. Greg Maddux. I want to see if anybody kind of listed out the players that you can get in here. No, or the top players, I should say. So. Yeah, yet another $10 or so value. For this one was $2, so let's see, I paid $1.60 for this one with the 20% off. $1.60. Wow, what a deal! What a deal! All right, this one. This one, I forgot that these came like, you know, wrapped in cellophane and sealed. So I was thinking this might be complete, but I don't, you know, I can't imagine it is since the cellophane is off. But yeah, so this does not have a Greg Maddux in it. But I think there are some cards like Canseco in here that used to be kind of valuable. Kevin Seitzer, you know, once upon a time was a hot rookie. Reggie Jackson's a nice Hall of Famer, you know, with his last stint with the A's there. Let's see, I don't know if we're gonna, I'm sure we'll see some that are unopened here, or that are unsealed. Alright, so they made this in a paper box. Wait a minute now. Is this... feel like... Okay, yeah, this one here is actually the glossy set. It says custom coated Fleer updated trading cards. So basically that just means these have a glossy finish on them. And this was kind of a premium set. That's why it's in a tin. Whereas you see this one here is just in a paper box. That's the regular set. So here's a sealed one right here for $22 plus shipping or shipped. But again, mine's not sealed anymore, so I don't think we could use that as a comp. See if we can find any that are unsealed here. I'm not seeing any. Did I say there was no Greg Maddux in here? Well, look at me, I'm a friggin' liar. So I guess he's probably the main draw. I'm trying to see for some of the other singles that are in here. Here's another sealed one. Okay, here's one that's open, but unfortunately it's a buy it now, best offer accepted, so we don't see the price. Wow, I'm kind of surprised that wow, boy, Greg Morris cards. If you guys have never heard of him, he sells like raw cards on eBay, and I think he has like a just a web e-commerce site as well. And this guy he has like a really big following. A lot of people like to buy cards from this guy, you know, particularly I think because they trust that he's not going to sell like trimmed cards or cards that are, incorrectly graded or whatever. But so these prices are a bit inflated compared to if I were to list this card individually. But nevertheless, I mean, these are good prices. Both of these are off center. And they're getting like, $10 plus with shipping for just one card. It's in this box. So looks like there's a McGuire in here as well. And a McGriff. So probably a lot of the same guys that are in the top set actually. So I don't know, I think we can safely call this a $10 box with possibly like a $10 card into. Trying to remember if I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back and see those Greg Morris listings, but I'm pretty sure Greg Morris does consignments as well. Let's see if he says anything about that on his like listings, or just like look at a listing and see if it's anything about a consignment with him. Yeah, I don't know it's anything. But yeah, I don't know if he does accept consignments. Then he's a good guy to sell. If you have raw cards, he's a good guy to sell those through, because boy, he gets really solid prices on stuff. If you really trust him, it seems like. All right, this next one kind of excited me a little bit. If you'll remember my last video, I told you I was reading a book called Kramer's Choice that was recommended by a subscriber, in which I absolutely am like totally loving reading this thing. It's about the Pacific Card Company, which was a card company that existed from about like 86 or something until I think like 2004, when I believe they were bought out by one of the larger manufacturers. But I haven't gotten that far in the book. I just know that from my knowledge of the hobby. But anyways, they made all sorts of sets, in the 80s and 90s, and one of the ones that actually was just mentioned where I'm at in the book, which is about halfway through, was this set here, which is the premiere issue 1990 of the Senior League Baseball set. And in the book, you know, the guy, this Kramer guy who founded Pacific Trading Cards, you know, tells about how he got a call one day from Frank Torrey, who I believe is the brother of Joe Torre, the famous manager, Hall of Fame manager, for the Yankees and a few other teams before that. Anyways, so yeah, this Kramer guy, you know, got a call from Frank Torrey, who I think was probably like, you know, like one of the top execs in the Senior League when it first came about, which I believe was in '89 or '90. Yeah, anyways, they ended up hitting it off, and they had a meeting, and then Frank Torrey introduced this Kramer guy to like another dude who helped get that NFL license and eventually allowed Pacific to do NFL cards. And so, anyways, lots of fun stories there, but I was just super excited when I saw this, and I was hoping I'd see some other Pacific sets as well, but I didn't see anything else. So this was a really fun one. And I remember when this came out when I was a kid, and I think I bought like a couple of packs. I was like, gee, I wonder who's in the Senior Professional Baseball League. For those of you who don't know, you know, this was a league for, you know, retired MLB players that existed for, I think, just a handful, like maybe 4 years, something like that, back in the early 90s. And, you know, they actually had Pacific do, you know, trading cards, which came in these complete sets and also in wax packs, or they were like foil packs. I think they were foil packs. And there were other, I think Topps did a set as well, and there was maybe one other manufacturer. So anyways, it was around for a little bit of time. There wasn't any like huge stars in it, but, you know, definitely there are some recognizable names in it from what I recall. And other than those couple of packs that I opened when I was a kid, I've never really seen the whole set, so at some point I probably will open this up and go through it and see who was in the Senior League. But anyways, I got the set for $3 before the 20% discount, so again, I paid $2 and whatever 40 cents for that. Let's check out what these are going for. Okay, so it looks like these did come sealed. Although that looks like a shrink wrap rather than like a cellophane seal, so one could seal that right back up if you had a shrink wrapper. Alright, we gotta go back and look at sold here. Alright, so here's one that says sealed, but it doesn't look like there's a wrapper on there. So that's interesting. Here's basically what I have, you know. An unsealed one, $15 shipping. Here's one that, yeah, this one is also open. Wow, this one sold for $14 plus $11.60. That's like dang near $25 for this box. That's basically the same as mine. So they're kind of all over the place, but boy, I mean, I think you could easily call this a $10 box, and you know, like a lot of these boxes, this one's in pretty sharp condition. So, you know, another $10 hit that I got for $2.40. My goodness, I gotta go back maybe. Alright, now we just have a couple of smaller sets, a few smaller sets. These were there when I was in last time, you know, when I did that video, I think anyways. I just know there's a bunch of these Fleer sets, you know, these like 44 card sets that they did a bunch of back in the 80s. I picked this one up, and I thought I grabbed another one, but maybe not. I said to myself, you know, I think I would get any of these Fleer sets that are like 86 or older, and I think maybe 86 is the oldest they get. So this was maybe the only one I saw that was 86. There was some from 88, and then one from 87, but they were like a little more expensive, so I was like, nah, I don't know if I really want those. But anyways, this was nice and old, like I like things, and it was $2 instead of 3 or 4, so I was like, okay, I should get that. So, yeah, so I would have paid $1.60 for this set. And I'm pretty sure like every single one of these had Don Mattingly in them. And there he is in this one. See if there's any like rookies. So Vince Coleman would have been, the Canseco was probably a pretty hot card because this was from '86, and that was his rookie year. Ghazi Guillen would have been a rookie. Maybe nothing else that's really noteworthy. But anyways, I'm kind of imagining, and I'm pretty sure these all came shrink wrapped or cellophane wrapped, but we'll find out, I guess, when we look at this. So let's see, how do I want to search this? 1986 Fleer limited edition set. I think that's what this is called, limited edition. Oh, it's Major League Leaders, that's the name of the set. Okay. Well, there you have it. There's one that's not cello wrapped. It sells for $8.50 shipping. Again, I paid $1.60. I'm kind of shocked these are going for so much. Like, all of these sets just sort of surprise me how much they're going for. Here's another one for $8.80 shipped, $12 shipped, $12 shipped for 2, I guess. There's a whole box of them. Man, I might have to go and list all these sets. I have a bunch of other sets, like box sets and stuff, that I've gotten over the years from different places, because sometimes I just can't resist the good deal you can really find readily on those. So I might have to start listing those. I can certainly use the room, but do I have the time to photograph and then do listings? I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, here's a 91 Donruss, the rookies set. These are always fun. So these are not sealed on the outside, but they are sealed on the inside, as you can see, the nice cellophane wrapper there. And the card on the front is always in trouble because of the way they wrap these, but actually these look pretty dang sharp. Pat Kelly would have been on the hot list for any Yankee collector. Then you get a mini puzzle. And these are always fun. There's got to be at least one like Hall of Famer in here. I'm not sure who it would be, but we'll probably find that out when we look these up. So again, $2, so I paid $1.60 for this. Let's go and see what they go for. And that's sealed, so got that going for me here. 91 Donruss, Fondruss, okay. The rookies set. Well, there you go, $10 plus $6 shipping. Here's the 89 one, which actually is like way better. It has Griffey Jr. rookies, and it has Randy Johnson rookies. So I'm kind of shocked that it actually sells for the same, or actually technically a little bit less than this one. The 91 that I have. Here's a 91. That's $4 plus $6 shipping. Another 89. I don't know why they're showing me all these 89s, but here's a complete case of 30 of these sets. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we can call this maybe an $8 set, that I got for $1.60. So yet another, we have not found anything that I have, sort of gotten less value than what I paid. In most cases, we're like 3-4x. Alright, now this one is interesting. I've never seen this before. This is some tennis cards. It says International Tennis Stars. There's Rod Laver, famous Australian early era tennis champion. This is made by NetPro, and NetPro made some of the earliest tennis cards out there. I think they, in fact, made the earliest, set that it came in like, wax boxes or individual packs. And I have one of those boxes actually. But this is something I've not seen before. This little complete set. What is not clear to me is whether this is all like, old school players like Laver and like, McEnroe. Although this is, I think, from was still playing. So 1991 McEnroe was certainly still going. So I don't know what kind of, coverage this set has, but it's from NetPro. It's, it's got to be either the first or second year. I feel like 91 was their first year. And it's tennis, so I love tennis. So I was like, I don't know, I don't have a clue what this could be worth. Maybe worth nothing, but the first year of NetPro, packed cards, called a wax box, is actually, fairly valuable. They're pretty hard to find. And I know I picked mine up on a whim one time when I was at a card shop in St. Cloud, Minnesota. And they just had a bunch of random, old junk wax era boxes. And I was, I've always been a tennis fan, so I was like, oh, let me buy that one. It was like $20 or something. And at least when the boom was, the sports card boom was going, that box I think was up to like $100, $150 or something like that. It's probably down significantly since then, but still worth way more than what I paid for it. So I don't know. I'm hoping maybe this will be something kind of rare, and possibly valuable. I doubt anything here is like super valuable. I think the guy who sells these knows enough to not put something out that's like wildly valuable. But I don't know. This might be a $10 set or something. Okay, here we go. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but excuse me. Like all these other sets, seems to go for 10 to 12 to $13. This one's 15 plus 447 shipping. This does say sealed, and it does not appear to be sealed. This one looks like it has some plastic wrapping around it. This one does not have the plastic wrapping. It says new inbox. Alright, this does list Arthur Ashe, Billie Jean King, and then of course we know Rod Laver. So that suggests to me, yeah, it's all like kind of old school players. This is one of the regular NetPro cards that I have a box of, but it looks like this. Yeah, Roscoe Tanner, another kind of all-time legend. So it does look like this is kind of a kind of an older players, kind of legends, as it is called, legends. But yeah, something a little bit different than the modern sets they put out. Still pretty cool though. So for $4 minus 20% off, so that'd be 80 cents off. So $3.20 I paid for this. Seems to be worth maybe $7, $8. So another nice little score there. Okay, last two things from that kind of little box set dealer were these things, which I've not seen before, but you'll recall that a couple weeks ago I had actually bought one of these kinds of things that had football cards in it, and I opened that up on a video on this channel, so you can kind of see what's in there. It was nothing really that great. These are baseball. One is 92, one is 93, and inside I think. Oh, interesting. So I might just take a peek here, but there's supposed to be a sealed pack, a little cello wrapped pack in here. But when I just shook it now, it sounded like there were, just unwrapped cards in there. So it may be just the cards from the pack are in here, not the sealed pack, which would certainly, decrease the value. But these are not. Oh, look at that. Oh wow, and they're football. Okay. Oh, that's actually a couple. Wow, interesting. There's football, there's baseball, and then there's two loose cards in here. That appear to be hockey, 3. So, pretty sweet. I think that's probably what's in here, and that's why I was hearing the raw cards. So Timu Solani. That's a members only. Oh, these are all members only. And Mike Gardner. So pretty cool that we've got some sealed packs in here. I don't know if these are, something that all the cards in these packs are the same no matter what pack you have, or if it's, you know, there's a larger set and they're all kind of randomized. I'm kind of excited. There's it appears an Emmitt Smith in here. This would be his second year in '92. But anyways, I'll have to research those a little bit more before I know exactly what I've got there. But I did, when I was in the store, I did look up briefly kind of what these go for. And, you know, it was in line with everything else we've seen, so I'll look them up here for y'all. So let's do 19 members only stadium club box. So in this time period, 1992, they also had basketball sets, and those are quite valuable. As you can see, here's one of them. This is a whole set though, so that would have a Shaq rookie in it, and I think some Beam Team cards as well. Here's one that's kind of cool. It has a little letter that, you know, shipped with these. Oh, and then one of these little promo cards. You'll recall that a few weeks ago I did a video where I had a bunch of sports card posters in a box with some other kind of miscellaneous stuff, and there was a bunch of these little promo cards. So I guess now we know where they came from. They were shipped to Stadium Club members back in the day. Now this is interesting, right? Because this one here, so this is the '92 one that I have, but it only has a single pack showing. And the player on the front is different than the player that is showing on the front of mine, so might suggest there is a chance that, you know, you get a broader checklist. But it also might be that they sent out several of these packs, you know, throughout the year, and each one had its own kind of checklist of cards that everybody got the same cards of, you know, so that might be how it works. I just don't know. Interesting. Here's the '93. What did I open? Did I open a '92 or '93? I opened a '92. So this is a '93, which I have as well, and that one's going for $9. Interesting. I want to look at this photo because, yeah. So I think this '93 one might have this Jordan card in it. He's got, I don't know what that is, like an MVP award or something. I don't think that's like the championship trophy, but I might be wrong about that. Anyways, yeah, kind of, the plot is thickening on these boxes. So here's a '92 one. Looks like, is that Brian Taylor? Yep. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think we could probably say the cards here are maybe worth $7, $8, $9, $10. Nothing too crazy, but still good value for $2 before 20% off. So $1.60 each for these. I think I am gonna just peek this '93 one, because there's that basketball pack showing on top, and I'm assuming that's they have a Jordan on there. So we do have, once again, sealed cards in there, I think, anyways. 2 sealed packs. This one's like just one card. All right, Marino. And then this has only got 2 cards, so we know both cards in here. Morton Anderson there. Oh, we got 3 packs. Okay, well there you go. This is the same as the one we saw. So there's the Jordan in a members only card. I'm trying to look at the corners here. Looks like maybe that corner's a little beat up. Oh, that nice Griffey. This one looks like this is probably all baseball, and it says Kirby Puckett on the back. So these are really cool, I gotta say, for $2. That's a crazy good deal, man. In terms of, you know, Alright, so everything I bought from that guy was a winner. You know, in most cases I tripled my money. Some cases even more. So that is awesome. Alright, this video is taking forever, so congrats to those who like the longer bits. Now I'm going to show you, I got 6 full boxes from that friend of mine. And generally these boxes were, you know, a little bit maybe higher than what eBay listings would suggest the value is. I did not check the price on this one. I checked the price on a couple of these other ones, but not this one. But I don't know, I have so little football. I thought, you know what, I better just pick this one up anyways. So here's this is the first ever Stadium Club football set, Series 1. It was $45 before the discount, so it looks like after the discount this was $36, so I gotta beat $36 on this bad boy. We'll take a quick peek here at the packs inside, see what kind of condition these are in. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. Well, also, these 91s are notorious for being bricked, and they feel like, well, actually, no, they actually feel pretty nice and loose in there. So I think these are hopefully in good shape, but you can definitely find lots of 91 like baseball cards that are bricked to high hell, which is, you know, unfortunate. So let's see what these go for here. 1991 Top Stadium Club football box. Now, and I'm gonna do one other thing too. All right, so here, $40 plus 11 shipping, so that's $51, guys. For this box, I paid $36 for. Here's another one, $45 plus 9 shipping, so kind of similar range. So I would say the $45 price was quite fair on the sticker price, and then with the 20% discount, I got a real nice steal. So that is pretty awesome. Oh, so what I wanted to do, so none of these came factory wrapped like some of the later Stadium Club stuff did, but I want to see if this is wrapped by Baseball Card Exchange, what they go for. Well, there you go. Well, this is from a sealed case, so we're not going to look at that one. But this one is $90. Now this looks very sharp, very good condition. But $90, if you get a Baseball Card Exchange wrap on this box, this one is 75 plus 12. Is that a... Nope, that was not from a sealed case. So actually relatively few of these available. So I was just thinking, so okay, so it's like a... Go back here. So it's about a $50 box, you know, as is, but if you get it wrapped, it turns into maybe like a $80, really $90 box. So then you ask yourself, okay, how much does it cost to wrap something? Well, generally boxes under, you know, a couple $100 or so just cost the minimum charge, and that is, at least the last time I sent in, which was quite a while ago. But the last I checked, it was $8. You know, if you give them a box of 88 tops, that's worth, you know, $15. It's going to be $8 to wrap it. So for a box like this, it does seem to make a lot of sense to send it in to get wrapped. If I can pay $8 to get this wrapped, I paid $36, so would be what was that, $44? $44 into this, and I'd have an $80 box. So probably might put this on my list of, or my, you know, my collection of things that I want to send in to get wrapped at some point. I think I've probably got a few other things as well. But anyway, just some thoughts there about, you know, what to do with boxes that you might find out in the wild. And you know, for anything that I get that's like, you know, decent, like if it's over maybe a $25-$35 box, I might do that analysis, see what they sell for wrapped, and then ask myself, you know, if there's a greater profit to be had by paying $8 to get it wrapped. If it's a $200, $300, $400 box, you're gonna pay more than $8 to get it wrapped. But oftentimes the sale price of a wrapped box is significantly higher in the case of a box that has just a greater overall value. Anyways, so here we are now to some later Stadium Club stuff that is kind of fun, because I never really bought any of this Stadium Club from this era. I mean, I bought the stuff when it first came out in '91, maybe a pack or two. I was pretty poor, stuck to my tops and kind of Fleer stuff. But yeah, this is Series 1 '94. I don't have any idea what rookies, if any, would be in here. And this is one I did look up before I went in there, because the guy who was selling this posted a picture of all the box of the his display case, so you could see everything that's in there and stuff and the prices, so I could kind of do a little bit of advanced work, which I did on this one. So if I recall, when I looked these up, these sell for about $25 plus about $10 shipping. So it would cost you about $35 to get one of these sent to you off eBay. This one cost me 20% less than $30, which is $24. So I think there's another example of coming out ahead on that one. I'm gonna look it up for y'all though. Alright, so there's $40 shipped. There's another $40 shipped. And there's another, $43 shipped. There's 25 plus 10 shipping, so 35. So, it's about exactly what I remember. It's about a $40 box to get it to you. I paid $26 for this one, so a nice little score there. Alright. This one, so this is also 94 Stadium Club, but it is Series 3. I have no idea if there's any decent rookies in here. See Ricky Henderson. Trade players, 94 debut players, first day issue rookies, Stadium Club's finest. Interesting, so sounds like there's some inserts in there, as one would expect from this era of cards. Yeah, so when I looked at the price on this one, these seem to be worth a fair bit less than the Series 1. And the sticker on is $25, so I paid $20 for that. That's not right, is it? Yeah, that's wrong. $5 off 25 is, oh no, that is 20%. What am I thinking? Not a math major, folks. Not a math major. So, yeah, so, let's look this up. Probably should have just changed Series 1 to Series 3, but I'm an idiot. So yeah, these do go for a fair bit less from my recollection. Yeah, so like here's one that was 18 bucks, plus 10.50 shipping, but I noticed that it's not sealed, so that definitely is going to harm value. Here's one that is sealed though for 18 plus 7, so seems to be about a $25 box, and then with my discount of 20%, here it's going for 35, right? So definitely, came out a little bit ahead on this one. Not much. They did have two of these. I elected not to get the second one. But this one's another one that I bought just sort of blind. I didn't look up prices on this at all. But I recently got I think a 98 Upper Deck Collector's Choice box, and we opened some of the cards from there, and they seem pretty dang cool, so I was like, you know what, I gotta get this is it has the silver and gold insert cards. There's probably some insert sets in here as well, and this appears to be a hobby box. The one I have from '98 is a retail box, which has far fewer packs. What's interesting about this box is it has 36 packs, so that's quite a bit. Those Stadium Club boxes have 24 packs now. But if you see, the price is listed on this of $1 a pack, so this is like $36 in value back in 1996, which is not too much more than, was being charged for it initially at $50, but my price with the 20% off is $40 for this box. So yeah, I don't know, I really like that one. But again, I did not check the price, but I have to believe these are going for more than $40. But we're gonna check it out. Sorry, I gotta switch the vid over. Alright, there's two. This is so this one looks a little bit different. I wonder if this is a retail. I want to get a little more information. 36 packs, Series 1. Interesting, that has odds right there on the, oh, so does mine. Let's take a look at mine. So, this is sort of making me think maybe I have a retail box, because I feel like gold signature 135. I feel like when I looked at over at this eBay listing here in this different looking box, they maybe had different, no, I don't know, the same about similar number of inserts. So kind of interesting. I feel like one of these is probably hobby and one is retail, but I don't know which is which. So we can find that out here. Anyways, I've not seen my exact box with this sort of orange and pink cover, so that says to me that my boxes may be rarer. Now, maybe that's wishful thinking. Wow, I don't see it at all. That's kind of amazing. Now I'm just gonna go look at sold item or unsold items, for sale items. Series 2. Wow. Okay, there's mine. Alright, this does say hobby, and there's another, well, the same seller, but it says hobby. This is a different seller, it says hobby, so I'm fairly positive now mine's the hobby. The retails seem to be the only one that have sold listings that I can view, but the cheapest hobby is $80, and again, I paid $40 for mine. Mine is a little bit beat up, I will say. And I'll probably open it up and maybe look for a few packs. So, yeah, cheapest you can get this on eBay is $80. I got this for $40. Awesome deal. Awesome deal right there. Oh, funny. I guess I did get that other box of Series 394. So, I don't know if you're looking for that. I've got an extra. Yeah, I guess I forgot that. Alright, the last box was one I bought on a whim. I actually felt this felt very overpriced to me, because I can remember very vividly when these boxes were being given away for like $15, $10 a piece. Nobody wanted them. But then again, that was true of like 90 Fleer basketball, which are now like $150 box. So, my initial instinct was like stay far away from this thing, but then I was like, you know what, I don't have any of this 91 Upper Deck set historically because it's the first ever Upper Deck basketball card, and you know, that's pretty important, I think. So I felt like, you know what, I gotta pick that up. Maybe it's overpriced. Maybe my sort of internal pricing in my head is just off, and this could very well be a $75 box. But you know, with the discount, I was feeling pretty safe about, you know, picking that one up. But again, I feel like at one point I had maybe some packs of these. I don't know if I feel like I must have had to have had a box at some point of that stuff, but I just have not had one in my collection for a very long time. So I thought, you know what, I think I gotta get one. So I did. So let's see what these are going for. And it looks like they did come sealed with the Upper Deck wrap, so we've got a definite, you know, lesser. Oh man, look at that. This one is wrapped, and it went for $45 plus 10 shipping, called $55. So let's see, what did I pay for mine? I paid $60 with my discount, and these are going for, you know, 52 sealed. So it's funny, it took all the way till the end before we found a ripoff. But you know, not a horrible ripoff, because I do see some of these are selling for like 60, 70 bucks. You know, they're sealed, but if you open it up, then it doesn't really matter, right? So I don't know. I would say, you know, I bought, what did I buy here? Like I don't know, 15 items or something like that, and only one of them, albeit the most expensive one, you know, were very solid deals. This was just kind of a, you know, I wouldn't say it's a terrible deal, but it's just not, you know, it's not something where I clearly have more in value there than what I paid. So not nearly as good as everything else, but hey, 1 out of 15, guys. I'll take that any day of the week. And yeah, I might have to go back and buy any more like those little box sets that I can find. Try to get those sold off on eBay, or I don't know, maybe I'll just put them on my site if people have an interest in buying them, because I'd certainly prefer to sell them there if I could. Alright, that's what we got for today. We got a full hour, I guess, of video today. Now I gotta go to get some sleep, and we will catch y'all guys next time. Have a great one. See you later.